Hi, my name's Christos. If you're anything like me, you've always wanted to know how to whistle. Granted, I'm not able to form a sentence, apparently. Hi, my name's Christos. If you're anything like me, you've always wanted to know how to whistle. Granted, I've been able to whistle my entire life, granted only since about 3rd grade or so, but I digress because I'm here to help you learn how to whistle today. So, the first thing you need to know about whistling is, it's natural. It's something that once you get the hang of it, bam, you can do it forever. It's like snapping, Snapping is something really easy, something just anyone can do, all you have to do, fingers, palm. That's all you need to do for snapping. If you can't snap, you don't deserve to have hands. I said it. It's out in the open. Let's move on. As I was saying, whistling is something that comes naturally. It's something that, you need to be able to do in order to do it. I know that probably doesn't make any sense, like most things that just come tumbling out of my mouth as I ramble on and on, but hear me out. With whistling, all it really is just, it's a lot like talking, if talking involved a lot more of blowing air through your lips and less of all the vocal cord stuff. So what you want to do is make a nice round O with your mouth, and then you want to just push air out, like, except you don't want to puff up your cheeks, a lot like that, except you want to, like, keep, like, screwing around with the shape of your mouth, because, trust me, you will eventually get it. You'll get, like, a sound, and once you get to the then you're getting really close. Then all you have to do is usually bring it in a little bit, make sure you have nice wet lips, and there it is. Now, there's different things you can do with this. You can whistle blowing out, or whistle sucking air in. Either one works. Then you can go ahead, once you've learned to do that, you can actually almost whistle infinitely. See, it's easy, because then you don't need to stop to take a breath, because the whistling's doing the breathing for you. Now, there are other methods to whistling. A lot of them aren't really too great. My way is probably the best way. As Frank Sinatra said, my way or the highway, otherwise the flyway. And, I'm not a huge fan of Sinatra for a lot of things, bigger fan of Darren, but with Sinatra, for once, I agree with him. My way or the highway, or occasionally the mafia, because he had those ties. With whistling, you just need to make sure you're doing it in order to do it. Now, another way of whistling is whistling with your fingers. There are different forms you can do here. You can do it, index finger, middle finger, middle finger, middle finger. I wasn't flipping anybody off, don't worry. You can do ring fingers. Those work too. Pinkies. Tend to get higher pitch with those thumbs. It's tougher. You can also do the O shape. There we go. But yeah, that's simply easy too. Take index finger, middle finger. Go ahead, like, roll your lips back. Like you're trying to pretend to be an old person. Oh, back in my day, the Model T Ford was a spaceship. Whatever old people say. Roll your lips back. Make sure they're nice and wet. And you go ahead with your fingers, put them together almost like in an A shape, and push back your thumb or tongue. That's all you need to do. If you're whistling with these fingers, it's a lot more melodic. If you're whistling with these fingers, it just tends to be a lot louder and shriekier. That's a dog barking. I set a dog off. Oops. But yeah, there's all sorts of different ways you can whistle, but once you're able to whistle, you're able to whistle, and trust me, life is good, So, yep, go ahead and keep practicing. It takes a while, and again, I mean a while. It took me up until 3rd grade. I would have been about 13 at the time to fully be able to learn to whistle. Whistling with my fingers I learned in a day, and then I forgot for like a year and a half, and then I learned again how to whistle. So yeah, keep practicing, keep on loving with your heart, because that's where love comes from. Also keep making sure to pump blood through your heart, because that's its main objective as an organ. Yeah, I think I've covered all of it. Yours and Trevor, Christos. Alright, how was that?
Good. You want to film another video?
Potentially. You didn't laugh, Philip.
What?
You weren't laughing.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. If you're not laughing, it's not good.
Come go watch it back.